it going?
What's going on, everyone?
I'm Kevin. That's Matt. We're Locker Room versus Executive Suite, where we debate about passion versus vision, players' passion versus executive vision, and who had it right. Last time we did this, we talked about Kawhi, we talked about Micah Parsons trade. So now we're gonna keep it going. Podcast episode number 2. I know, Matt, you did your parlay last night. You almost had it.
Almost. Golden needed to score.
But
Kraft kept getting out the one.
yeah, I believe the over-under for total amount of points went way higher than you expected.
Yep, it did. It did. Our defense was not ready to do.
So we're going to talk about playoffs, MLB playoffs, because it starts tomorrow on Tuesday, the 30th. And we're just going to do a quick recap of what we think. I'm just to let everyone know, I'm a Dodgers fan. Matt is a Cubs fan, and we're going to give you our takes. I'll give you takes from the Dodgers side. Matt will give you takes from the Cubs side. And we'll have our predictions with our team and without our team as well. Okay. Matt, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. Cuz prediction, I mean, we always expect World Series if you're in the playoffs. We got to get healthy though. Missing Kid Horton in this series is going to be tough. We need Tucker back. We are favorites though to win. I was very surprised to see that Vegas has us at minus 125 to win the series. But against the Padres, I think is going to go 3 games. Their bullpen is too nasty. The Cubs got to be able to hit their starters. If they don't hit their starters, we can get off the field pretty easily. But I've been telling you all year, I want all the smoke with every team, especially the NL West. I can't stand the teams from the NL West, especially their fans. Not only Kevin's cool, but we got to be able to hit the bats to finally become alive the last couple of weeks. Our bullpen is good. Our pitching staff is good. We match them, there. But if Tatis and Miggy just want to, or having a blank right now, not Miggy. He always plays like Miggy.
Manny,
yeah. I always think they're both thick. Manny Machado.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think it's gonna be a good series. I'm expecting Suzuki. The last week is been on fire. He had another homer yesterday.
So 5 home runs in 4 games.
Yeah, 5 home runs in 4 games. Now, if we get that, and then PCA's bat's been coming alive too, and we get Tucker back, they can easily win the series for sure. The Padres bullpen though definitely makes me a little nervous.
Do you know the matchups?
So game, what's his face? Let's see. Tomorrow, who was it? He just announced it a couple hours ago.
Is it Pivetta?
Let's see.
I would assume it's Pivetta.
Let's see. Can't believe I'm having a blank right now. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is Pivetta for them. Let's see. One second. Yeah, it's Boyd versus Pivetta. And Boyd's been nasty since the All-Star break. He's been absolutely disgusting. Vegas is not expecting a lot of runs either. Only over unders at 7.5, and the juice is to the under.
Who's your X factor for the Cubs?
Suzuki. He when he's hitting, our offenses is way better. If he's batting 240 and not hitting homers, because they play some, he's always batting cleanup or batting fifth. Bush and Tucker and PCA, they can get on, but Suzuki, man, he's the key. Bush too. If Bush has been swinging a good bat, if he continues to swing a good bat, but no, Suzuki, we need him to keep doing what he's doing.
Do you think San Diego will let their starters go 6 innings, or do you think it'll be a short leash, like 5 innings, and we're going to bullpen game?
So what I've been reading is going to be a short leash. They're not afraid to go to the bullpen. 5 innings, 4 or 5 innings even. I even read a lot of people think 4 innings.
With the
But why would they not? I mean, just like the Dodgers last year with their bullpen. I mean, the Padres bullpen is lights out.
well, the Dodgers
So, I mean,
didn't have any starters to go.
that's true. That's true. But no, I think they're gonna have a short leash. I think honestly, like I think don't you feel like most baseball teams do that now? Like I feel like they all have a short leash in the playoffs. They don't ever let the starters really ride it out.
So you think Nick Pavetta's going 5, not 6?
Well, it depends on how he's pitching, right? If he's lit up for 3 or 4 runs in the first 4 or 5 innings, and yeah, I mean if he's dealing, you gotta let him deal. But I mean, it just depends on the flow. But not if he gives up like 3 runs, 3 4 runs right away, like they'll go to their bullpen. There's no way that they don't. Even Craig Counsell was saying the same thing. Like he does not have an issue going to his bullpen early.
Do you think Yu Darvish starting game 2 or 3?
That's a good question. I don't think they have that yet because nowadays they like to see how game 1 goes.
Yeah, so it looks like it's Dylan Cease game 2, and then Yu Darvish if necessary game 3, which makes sense.
We'll rack. Steve makes him nervous too, man. And then who's it? Showtime game 2.
You're that scared of Cease? I wasn't scared of Cease last year.
Yeah, when he's on, he's on. He deals against the Cubs too. Who's Shota's game 2 for the Cubs, right?
I gotta think Shota, right?
Against you, Darvish.
You think they're gonna have an all Japanese game?
It has to be Shota game 2, especially with what's his face getting hurt. Yeah, with Horton getting hurt, it's gonna be Shota game 2. Let's see.
Well, didn't Shota just pitch recently?
I think Friday, but that's what I mean with the bullpen games. You only need them for 4 or 5 innings. Let's see what they're saying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him game 2.
Shota?
Let's see.
Who do you want for game 3 then? I mean, if you're the manager, who do you want game 2 and 3?
It depends, right? So I mean, if we come out and win game 1, there's not as much pressure on us.
Mm-hmm.
So if we win game 1, I wouldn't mind Shota going game 3.
Give him the extra rest.
Yeah, give him that extra rest in a must win. He's right. Yeah, it's best out of 3, right?
Yeah, you just need win 2.
Dude, I do not want to lose to the Padres.
You guys have the home field advantage.
Yeah. Sometimes we're still undecided for game 2. I wouldn't. It's gonna be a tough one, man.
So
we gotta win game 1. If we don't win game 1, I think he throws Shota out there for game 2.
So you think the X factor for the Cubs is Suzuki? You think the Padres X factor will be the bullpen, just to keep it close?
Bullpen, yeah.
Are you scared of Mason Miller?
Am I scared of who?
Mason Miller.
I mean, he deals, right? We definitely don't want him coming in if they're up 1 in the 8th inning. I mean, I'm not trying to see that guy. Hopefully, we see him to hold, they're down 2, and then he's trying to hold the lead in the 8th or something. But even Michael, we need Bush to hit. We need
Shaw. Is Shaw on?
Yeah, Shaw's gonna be playing. Matt Shaw, and then the ultimate X factor is Ian Happ too. And when he's on too. I mean, we have the thing with the Cubs, man. There's outside of Tucker, even PCA slumps. When they're on, they're on. I mean, that sounds cliche, but when they're on, they're on. But they can slump fast, man. I've seen them slump fast this year. But I'm excited. I can't wait for tomorrow.
All right. So what do you think? Sweep or 2-1?
2-1.
2-1.
Padres aren't going to go out there. They're too experienced in the playoffs. Just being realistic.
2-1. I mean, I think that series will go to 2-1.
Yeah,
With me,
they're pretty even match.
that's why. Yeah, that's why I think. I think it's 2-1. I wouldn't. Yeah, I think I agree with you. It might be Shota versus you, Darvish, and that's probably gonna break records to be honest, because you got Japan watching.
That'd be cool.
So I'll tell you about the Dodgers. Honestly, I'm not really scared of the Reds. I think it should be a sweep. To be honest, it should be a sweep. If the bullpen acts up, that's the only reason why we're gonna lose. If the right, but if everyone does their job correctly, I think it's 2-0. I don't even think the Dodgers need to go to Otani. So before they announced the starters, I thought it was gonna be Yoshinobu game 1, and then Blake Snell game 2, but they reversed it, which makes a little bit complete sense if you think about it from the NLDS, right? Because the wild card starts Tuesday, but the NLDS starts Saturday, and Yoshinobu is better off on like 6 days rest, and so it just makes sense to have Yoshinobu go game 2. That way you can give him the extra rest. I was kind of shocked. So Dave Roberts said Otani is game 3 if necessary. But if not, if we don't go to game 3, he's game 1 for the NLDS, which would be in Philly. So I was kind of shocked. I was like, wow, you're going to throw him in the Lions Den playoff appearance or playoff debut as a pitcher? And
That's ballsy. I'm telling you right now, though. Remember what I say like 5 weeks ago? The Reds are very, very dangerous. You know who you guys have game 1 on the other side for the Reds? That boy is nasty.
Hunter Green is very nasty. It's a homecoming, right? The homecoming game.
Yep. And something that I noticed when I was looking at it earlier, you guys have all the confidence in the world. The fans tickets are only going for $40 for game 1. That's not like Dodger fans. They're waiting for the NLDS and the championship series.
I mean, they also have Francona as the manager, so that's a lot of experience right there.
Don't let Ellie get going, and that pitching staff, man, they're starters, man. I'm telling you. But now you guys should sweep them, I would think.
Right? I think, I mean, you know, the funny thing is, these past couple weeks, I almost forgot about Will Smith.
Is he back?
I don't know. I don't know. He might be back for the NLDS because basically the Dodgers kind of found a groove with their new catcher, right? Like the first 2 games, he almost caught a no-hitter, right, in his back-to-back debut. And so they were like, you know what, this guy's pretty good with his frame, so we might as well just keep him. And so I think with the Dodgers, look, I think Freddie Freeman's going to do his job. I think Muncy could be an X factor, but he hasn't really been playing a lot. He's been injured the past couple of days. And so, like, it's kind of tough because if he was healthy, these would have been, like, good games for him to, like, find his swings, find his mechanics, right? To adjust for, like, MLB and game time speed. But Betts has been hitting the ball pretty well the past month and a half. So I am expecting him to continue with that. Hopefully Teoscar, you know, he's been hitting the ball better, but hopefully, you know, he hits the ball better. I think Angel Pages is keep continuing doing what you're doing.
Hernandez always wakes up in the playoffs, I feel like. He always has big homers for you guys.
Yeah, this is different. Right? Playoffs are different than the regular season, right? So, and I'm assuming the Reds starters have a lot of focus on, right? Otani, Betts, Freeman. To me, it's gonna be coming down to the 7, 8, 9 guys again. Kike could be a huge factor, to be honest with you. Kike Hernandez has been balling the past couple days, taking advantage of starting time. I think it's just the bullpen, man. Like, I'm not really worried about the offense. I'm not worried about the starting rotation. I'm just worried about the bullpen. I think that's why I was quite shocked that Kershaw's not on the roster. I was like,
David, you guys did beat the Reds this year 5 out of 6, and you guys outscored them 30-15. But this Reds team wasn't the same Reds team from like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
you can say the same thing about the Dodgers.
Yeah, you can.
Right? Because I don't think the Reds even faced the Dodgers' best pitchers yet. Oh didn't Ohtani face the Reds in Cincinnati?
Yeah,
he did, right?
Did. Like a month, like 5 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Kershaw's not on the playoff roster either.
Because he pitched his last game on Sunday, so that's normal day rest. So if they go to NLDS, then I'm assuming he's on the roster.
Dude, you guys are taking the Reds lightly. You guys aren't respecting them at all.
No, not even. No, I said this before when we weren't gonna win either number 1 or number 2 seed. I think going into the wild card is the best thing for the Dodgers because their bullpen has been taxed, right? Because all the starters have been injured, right? And so you had to use the bullpen early. Well, all the healthy starters are back now, and their usage is like dead last. So that's why I was like, you might as well use the starters into the playoffs going deep, right? You always hear baseball players say, there's a reason why we play 161 and have that long ass spring training. It's to build up our arm strength for the playoffs, right? I'm sure with analytics it's different, but like I said, I think you might as well have Blake Snell go 7 innings, Yoshinobu 7 innings.
Instead of
I think I'm not too worried about the Reds. Not saying don't overlook them, but I'm saying this should be a good warm up to go into the NLDS. This should be basically the catalyst to get the Dodgers ready and rolling because we've seen before when the number 1 and number 2 seeds have that couple 5 days off, they're pretty rusty in the division series, right? So I think this is a good thing for the Dodgers. I think it will be a 2-0 sweep. Now, I'm going to go back to you. If both of our teams make it, which I believe they should, where do you think the Cubs go against the Brewers?
I mean, they dominated us this year, right? But I'm believing that the playoff Brewers are not regular season Brewers. They've showed that the last 10 years. I think it would go 5, to be honest. I think the Cubs would win 5. I think the Cubs can win that series. I think they can win every series. To be honest, it just depends on how we hit. Like our bats line up with anybody, to be honest, in my opinion. Not even being biased, like when we're on, like outside of the Dodgers, like the Dodgers have the best lineup, but where you can get to the Dodgers, like you said, is their bullpen. Go run for run with them in the first 6 innings and then get to their bullpen. If they do, hopefully, that Brewers series will go 5. Cubs versus Brewers in the playoffs would be really big. And you got to realize, too, it's 5 home games for us because all the Cub fans take over Brewer Stadium.
I was going to say, do you think Milwaukee will just pull that stuff like what San Diego did to LA? Hey, you can't, if you're a Cubs fan, you're not allowed.
They'll try, but it won't matter because what happens with a lot of people that there's a lot of people from Chicago live in Milwaukee, so they have that zip code where no one from LA is a Dodger fan that is really in San Diego. So they can try, but there's gonna be a ton of Cub fans there.
So you're confident with your starting rotation going into the division series? So basically, if Shota goes game 3, you're not gonna have him till game 3 or game 4 for the DS.
Well, that's why they gotta get back Horton. If they don't get back Horton, then I'm a little nervous. So
Do you know how serious of it
back.
is?
Well, he's on the DL for 10 days, but he's supposed to be back after the wild card.
I mean, are you scared of?
Boys been good too, but
What about the
Horton
Miz?
has a 2.67 ERA this year.
You scared of the Miz?
Am I scared of who?
The Miz, Jacob, Mizorowski.
Mizorowski. I mean, the Cubs got you when they faced them the one time this year. I mean, yeah, I'm not looking forward to seeing him, to be honest. Nah. But the Brewers, I'm not worried about their hitters. You gotta go pitch for pitch with them. And then, their hittings were never, they go as Yelich goes.
All right, so you got 4-1, 5 games, right?
No, 5. It'd be the best set of 5, so it'd be 3.
Oh yeah, yeah, 3-1. I'm sorry, yeah, 3-1. Dodgers versus Phillies. I mean, look, they've been getting a lot of injuries, so I said I was always confident, right? Trey Turner is now back, right? So I don't think he's been playing as much. Yeah, there's no Zach Wheeler. I'm not really scared of Aaron Nola. I mean, I'm not really scared of Schwarber. To be honest, when we last faced them 2 weeks ago, we had them right there. It was just our bullpen screwed up, right?
Yeah.
Basically, like I said, like the game plan, the opposing game plan against the Dodgers is keep it close until you get to their bullpen, and that's how you attack to win, right? For the Dodgers game plan, hit them hard, hit them early, right? You have the MV3 for a reason. You got great starting rotation. I do think I'm going to be intrigued if Joaquin Buehler is actually going to pitch in the postseason, because ever since the Phillies picked him up, he's actually pitched really well. And it's October, so you know what Joaquin Buehler likes to do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if he has the chance to face the Dodgers, I'm sure he wants to do everything he can to spoil that.
That's for sure. He absolutely would.
I do think if we sweep the Reds going right and we head into the Phillies, I got I don't know. I got either 3-1 or 3-2. Because the 2 games, and honestly, it all starts with Ohtani. If he can, if he will set us up. If he pitches well and the bullpen does it well, you win game 1, right? Game 2, I would assume is going to be glass now. That could be, we could lose that game, to be honest with you. It's kind of 50-50 in that game. But going back home, I feel confident in Blake Snell and Yoshinobu closing it for us, as long as the bullpen does their job. Yeah, I'm not really scared. I mean, unless Bryce Harper goes to playoff Bryce Harper, I'm not really that scared. I'm not really scared of Trey Turner. Even if he gets his hits, I'm not really scared of Schwarber either. Yeah, to be honest, I think we can handle them.
Schwarber likes up in the fight.
You have the Cubs beating the Brewers in the DS 3-1. I have it 3-1 or 3-2 Dodgers. So we could lose game 2 with class now. If we lose, if it's 3-2, it's because of the bullpen. So you have that as my prediction. So that means that it's going to be against us, right? The NLCS is against us. Me versus our team versus your team. Right?
Fine.
You know what? We'll save that. We'll save that prediction when it comes, because you're just going to say why you're going to win. I'm going to say why I'm going to win, right? And that's not going to be too much fun yet. Until it happens, we'll just go who do you think will be in the World Series facing against the Cubs, and also who will be against us in the World Series?
It's I have two. Like, it's tough to pick up that out of the AL. I'm gonna go Mariners. I think it's a destiny. They have good pitching. The boy Cal. Um, I just have a feeling that they're gonna make the World Series. I don't know why. I just do. My sleeper is the Red Sox. I think they beat the Yankees. I just have the Red Sox is my sleeper. Trevor Story. They have pretty good pitching. They have the young stud. And plus, dude, like, what makes me say that is, like, the whole AL is wide open. There's not one team that's better than another. I mean, Toronto's really good, but they're all like the same teams. Like Indians, the Tigers. Tigers is a good matchup, or a good pick too. But especially with the bias, I'm always a fan. But I'm gonna go Seattle.
Seattle, okay. Seattle is an option, but man, we smoked them, and that was kind of concerning. I was like, wasn't that easy against the AL? So Matt and I both agree. Whoever comes out of the NL, we believe they will win the World Series, right?
100%.
Whether it's the Dodgers, Cubs, Phillies, Brewers, we believe that the AL is not that strong against the NL this year. I don't know how ready Roman Anthony is because he's injured.
Is he supposed? I thought he was supposed to be back.
I mean, he has been playing for a while, so do you really trust him to?
Yeah, that's true. Makes my Seattle pick even more. Yeah, Wu, Castillo, and Logan Gilbert.
They have a rotation.
Pretty solid.
Cal's hitting the ball. Julio's hitting better in the second half. Who knows? Maybe playoff Randy Arozarena will come back.
Polanco.
Yeah. To me, I have Seattle, and I have Cleveland as my dark horse. I think Cleveland's the team of destiny.
Something about Cleveland that you always have to worry about, or not worry about. I mean, worry about if you're in the AL. They just wake up in the playoffs. They just, over the last 9 seasons, once they get into the playoffs, they are a tough out. They are a very tough out.
Do you think we'll get a rematch of 2016?
That would be cool. I'd rather not play them, though. I'd rather have it be a fresh team. I don't like rematches like that. As good as that was.
If it was Cubs and Yankees, do you think that'd be crazy?
Yeah. The biggest one would be Cubs Red Sox, though.
Cubs Red Sox, okay. Oh, you can't even have the two curses in the World Series anymore because you guys broke your curses.
Just for just legendary stadiums.
Yeah.
And just historic fans. I mean, Cubs Yankees would be huge too, but I'm kind of off the Yankees after you guys, what you guys did to them last year. It was embarrassing.
All right, so I do think any of those predictions are good. I was gonna say Red Sox, but I was like, I don't know. If Roman Anthony's not healthy, but who knows? I mean, I think Crochet is gonna dominate Game 1 against the Yankees. The Yankees have been playing really hot lately, right? I think they won 8 in a row. I think they have the best road record.
Yeah.
It's either them or the Brewers. But in the AL, they have the best road record. And so, I mean, that could be something. Going into the postseason playing hot is always something to be excited about.
Yeah, I mean, that boy Brakeman always finds himself around the World Series somehow.
We'll see how well Aaron Judge we'll see how well Aaron Judge plays in the postseason. So in the AL, you think it's gonna be Seattle? Should we just do a quick playoff bracket from the AL? So who do you have? Yankees. So Yankees, Red Sox. You have Red Sox in?
Yeah, Red Sox. Yankees are a better team, but I just think Red Sox might beat them.
And then you think Red Sox Blue Jays, it's going to be Red Sox over Blue Jays?
Yeah, I like that Blue Jay team. I'm probably sleeping on them, to be honest.
Max Scherzer has been giving up meatballs lately.
He's been giving up meatballs for 2 years.
And then Guardians versus Tigers. I think that Tigers, they only had 1 day off, so I think the slide continues for the Tigers. I think the Guardians continue to have their fun. And then it's going to be Guardians Mariners. I mean, both of our picks is basically right there. So I do think this 5 days off, 6 days off, whatever the case it is going to be a bit hard. But I do think it's going to be Cleveland. I definitely see how Mariners can do it. And then you think it's going to be Red Sox, Cleveland, Red Sox, Mariners. And then that will be in the World Series. Whoever they face will lose, in my opinion.
Toronto has the best hitting going into the playoffs in the AL. They have 3 players that pretty much batted at 300. Was it Springer, Vladdy,
yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? Bichette. He batted for over 300. Vladdy batted close to 300, and Springer batted like 309, I think, this year.
If Toronto wins a World Series in Vladdy's first year of his $500 million contract, would you say that was worth it?
100%. What if they want to get revenge on Ohtani? Toronto Dodgers World Series.
I told you earlier, I thought that could be a World Series because I think that's a lot of drama, right? You have the international crowd from Canada. You have LA. I mean, that's East Coast, West Coast. I mean,
I just don't believe in their pitching. They don't have to out-hit everyone. You need pitching in the playoffs. That's why I just don't see it. I mean, they could. Would I be surprised if Toronto makes it? No. They won the AL East for a reason.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Yankees Dodgers again. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
The Yankees have woke up in September.
All right, let's just throw final prediction. Or before we do final prediction, outside of our teams in the NL, who do you think could represent the NL?
The Brewers. I hate to see that. The Brewers.
I would go with the Phillies.
Yeah, there's just something about them in the playoffs. They just wake up.
Honestly, I still haven't forgiven the Phillies for beating us in 08 and 09. And as a Dodgers fan, that kills me. And would be a great way to for Kershaw to go off his retirement if we can beat the Phillies and win the World Series.
Right about that.
Right?
And
so, yeah. So fine, let's just do one final prediction. Just be confident with our picks. I'm gonna go Dodgers Guardians World Series. You.
Cubs Mariners.
Okay, we'll find out. And then we'll come back to this podcast when it's Dodgers versus Cubs in the NLCS, which it should be. Book it. I promise you. It's gonna be us talking trash. Every time we can show you a text of our text. It's just us trash talking to each other. Right? It's a little fun debate.
I hope it's Cubs. The Dodgers should for sure be. It's just like not even trying to be like a hater or nothing like that. I hate the Dodgers, but it should be the Dodgers in the NLCS for sure. I don't see you guys losing.
Okay, so we'll end it right here. But yeah, I think we're pretty excited for playoffs to start. I'm tired of the long baseball season because I know we should be in the playoffs already. Let's just be honest. Okay.
Cubbies.
All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe, follow more, and yeah, I'm on X, so you guys can always debate with me anytime you guys want. After this, we'll probably do the NBA preview. The Lakers had their media day today. The Bulls had their media day. A lot of teams had their media days today. So I just found out the reason why the Knicks and a few other teams had their media days was because they're over at Abu Dhabi.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're playing early. Yeah, they're playing early.
That makes sense. No wonder.
Yeah.
It's like I think the Patriots last year were in France.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll talk about Lakers, Bulls, and we'll do NBA predictions as well. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, follow us, and we'll talk more. Take care.
See you.